Hi, I'm Winston Binch, Chief Brand and Experience Officer at GALE. We're coming to you live from Sport Beach, and I'm here with the amazing Yin Woon Rani, who is CEO of Milkpep. Yin was on an incredible panel today around why you should invest in women athletes. Why don't you talk about some of the insights you had from that great panel?
Yeah, I think the big headline right now is not why, but why not. I mean, it's a perfect combination of large reach, large scale, finally, amazing fan engagement, incredible athletes and celebrities. And we've seen a lot of both qualitative and quantitative data of why it's just a powerful space to be in if you're looking for a real relationship with committed fans.
Yeah. Why don't you talk about what Milkpep is up to? I mean, really some amazing stuff in terms of supporting female athletes.
Yeah, Milk and athletes have been together for a long time, and Got Milk has a long history of supporting it. But more recently, we really pivoted with the New York City Marathon to support not the race itself, but the racers, and to acknowledge that female runners are running the same 26.2 as others are. That's why we call the program that. But they don't often get the recognition and support that others do. And we were just blown away by the level of on-the-ground support, media coverage. So we've extended that to a year-long effort, or what we call Team Milk, where any female runner can sign up to part of Team Milk and get the support it deserves.
Yeah, and you said that you're seeing results, right, from this investment, which I think was really important for people to hear.
I mean, literally hot off the presses, not more than 24 hours old. I mean, we saw as much return on that investment against female athletes as we did versus the prior year, where we had huge tentpoles, as you know, with the Olympics and NFL. So I think the proof is in the pudding. If you do it right and you're committed, and there's a reality to your actions as well as your advertising, it pays back.
Yeah. You're big on learning, inspiration. You're one of the most curious leaders I know. What so far has intrigued you? What ideas and thoughts, questions are emerging?
How long do you have, Winston? We could be here for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I come to Cannes for precisely those things you
Yeah.
talked about: inspiration, education, connection. I mean, I think AI is on everybody's lips. My big takeaway has really been about more connectivity with all of your partners, be they agencies, be they media partners, be they influencers, be they celebrities. I think it's a real two-way world that we live in. And I think as brands, sometimes it's easy to be in your ivory tower, behind your brand guidelines, behind the walls. And I think we just need to reach across those walls and do great work together.
Yeah. Now, you have the unique experience that you're leading a category now in milk, right? But you've also led brands before. What are the differences?
That's a great question. We spent a lot of time thinking and talking about that. I mean, there's a blessing and a curse at the same time. The blessing is that all milk sits under us, right? We're really trying to harness the power of a category that we believe is very healthy and good for people. So you have sometimes more freedom than when you're within like a narrow part of a brand. You're just looking for share gains between another brand, but really trying to grow a category. So some parts of the brand building playbook that I grew up in are still really relevant. Respect your audience, make engaging content, measure what you do. But there isn't this restriction around, I can only be in this swim lane, right? It's really about how to get your message out in the broadest possible way with limited resources. And so I think it's been an exciting adventure, and happy to be on it with you guys.
Yeah. One more question for you. I find that innovators are optimists, and you fit that. What are you optimistic about?
I am optimistic, I think, about young people in the industry. I think fundamentally, I was lucky to spend some time in the Palais. On Monday, I always try to go and spend time with the award submissions. I find that very inspiring. There's a lot of young creatives walking around here, and they just have a different view of the world. I think they're lucky in some ways. They don't have to unlearn maybe the way you and I did in our generation, that they're coming up as digital natives. It's a big canvas. AI is going to be with them their whole careers. And so I'm optimistic about seeing what the future holds when they're unencumbered by some of the lessons and expectations we had. And they can really play and be free and do amazing things.
Amazing. Well, thanks, Yin. Lovely talking with you.
Thank you, Winston.
Thanks a lot.